Hi, everybody. Welcome to our game. NBA Cup action coming your way shortly. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. And right now, a brief look at the power rankings here at the end of November. It's interesting to see how the teams compare. Taking a look at Boston. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And when you look at the Mavericks, they're just hanging steady. Middle of the pack, middle of the road. Call it what you want. That's where they find themselves.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Washington and Lively hold down the post for them. Then it's Flag. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Peterson in at the 2. And for Denver, inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Strother in at the small forward. And it's the Mavericks to start out. So great to be here on the day before Thanksgiving, whetting our appetites with some NBA basketball, Greg. It gets no better than this.
I'll tell you, these teams seem to be really hungry, right? Guys love winning the holiday games. It just makes victory and that turkey tomorrow taste a little bit sweeter.
Here's Brown. Here's Jokic. Goes to the fadeaway and keys.
Jokic showing his mid-range talent this time. Dynamic with the ball all over the floor.
Now Irving. Pass to Peterson. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Rejected by Murray. Now Brown. Inside, here's Strother. Oh, that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
You don't necessarily count on Brown for ball movement, but he's an unselfish player. If he sees you open, you better be ready for it.
Stolen away. Fast break, here we go. Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and is so crafty and creative around the basket.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Here's Strother. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Murray, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Irving against Murray. Pass to Peterson. Back to Irving. Takes a 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Here's Strother. Here's Gordon. He's covered by Washington. Another 3 for Denver.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Mavericks trail by 8. Irving looking over the floor. Lively with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
First one falls for him.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close. When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Here's Brown. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Peterson the pass to Irving. Pass to Peterson. 5 to shoot. And it's caught by Gordon.
Flying in to deny him at the rim. Boy, I love the challenge Gordon presents right there. Coming over to get that shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Peterson, the pass to Lively. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Down low, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Flag. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Washington. Off the left rim and out.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guys. As the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
Pass to Flag. From past the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They have a 9-point lead. Shoots from 12. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Like we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Bates is checked in. Here's Brown. Here's Gordon. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Using that huge body down low, Jokic racking up some hustle points.
Here's Peterson. Still yet to score. Lively a screen on Brown. Peterson misses. The Nuggets leading by 9. Brown with it. He's picked up by Irving. Bates. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Bates, good.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Irving passes to Peterson. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Strawther. To the middle. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
What a nice job getting up to deny that shot. Washington showing you terrific anticipation on that rejection.
Attacking and transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
They get it again.
Such a tough cover. I mean, Jokic with his size and physicality, you know, his body isn't chiseled, but he certainly uses it well. He forces the defense right there into a mistake.
Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic. But it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
Bates passes to Jokic. Here's Strother. This game is on score 13. Yes, that goes in. Jokic has got 8 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you. He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Pass to Jokic. Rejection by Lively. Washington kicks to Irving. Here's Peterson. Covered by Brown. Here's Flagg. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep Washington. And it's Denver with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in the last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Nice shot. And a nice read by Irving on the kickout.
Pass to Bates. And here's Gordon. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Peyton Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Trent comes in for Christian Brown.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Pass to Gordon to the inside. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Gafford. It's Connect on the wing. Irving passes to Gafford. Here's Peterson. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Heat in Miami. A 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets leading by 7. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball. Kevin, back over to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. On its way from Irving for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Irving's got 13.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Bates. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 13. Peterson, that's good. He's got 7.
Nice decision by Irving there to set up his teammate.
The Nuggets leading. Here's Bates. 5 points in the game. Pass to Watson. Now here's Gordon. Here's Jokic. And it comes off the front of the rim.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here is Irving. It's Connect on the wing. Dallas moving it around. Offered his screen on Trent. Uncovered. Again, the Mavericks score. The Nuggets leading by 5. Bates passes to Jokic. Trent left side. On the 3 off target. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Martin with the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Bates. Here's Jokic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Daniel Gafford.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence. He's a big guy with a soft stroke from his charity stripe. You love to see that.
Here's Gafford. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
They've got Gary Trent. He's out there with Peyton Watson, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now here's Martin. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Johnson with it. He's covered by Watson. Johnson down low. Watson's there. Gafford misses.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Trent outside. Pass to Bates. To the middle. Here's Holmes. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues that they just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
You know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
For Dallas, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Traore's checked in for Najee. Here's Bates, covered by Johnson. Here's Holmes. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Gafford. And here's Martin. Pass to Flag. Dallas, no good that time either. Down low. And Watson slams it in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Mavericks trail by 9. Now here's Johnson. Nothing on the board. Here's Flag. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Bates. He's guarded by Johnson. Johnson with the block. Hold.
Stellar effort defensively from Connect. When he gets himself in good position, he can deny some shots.
Flag. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Flag's got 6.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
Trent passes to Bates. Back to Trent. Pass to Traore. Peterson inside. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Into the lane. Connect. No good.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way out.
Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Flag. Gafford high post. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Both teams deciding to change it up. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. In third, the Mavericks.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
And Jokic drops them both. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Irving. Pass to Johnson. Here's Connect. 6 on the shot clock. Flag with it. Watson's there. And it's Flag missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
In the corner, it's Brown. Back to Trent. To the wing right side. The Nuggets with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And for Christian Brown, 3 high school state titles. Then a national championship in college. And now part an NBA champion in Denver.
Yeah, you can count the guys that have done that in the history of the NBA on maybe 2 hands. It might only be 1. You'd have to categorize him as a winner, if nothing else. I mean, and his game is all about quality. I mean, he does everything. He moves well without it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He defends well. I mean, he's just a throwback all-around good guard.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Gafford. Now Johnson. Takes it inside. Oh, and the jam by Gafford.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Here's Brown. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Jokic with a screen on Johnson. Jokic inside. Covered by Gafford. And Jokic gets it to go.
No surprise Jokic is having a great night. I mean, he is a walking 3-level bucket.
Trent against Irving. Pass to Connect. Now Flag. Here's Strother. Now Brown. He's guarded by Johnson. And the foul called on Cooper Flag. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Washington comes in for Dalton Connect. And Peterson subbed in for Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's got 6. Inside. Here's Strother. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Strother's got 6.
Good pass by Murray there. He's always looking to get others involved in the action.
Irving passes to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
That one falls. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
In the mid-range, Murray can really make it happen now. He's just that versatile a scorer.
Irving kicks to Washington. Back to Irving. Pass to Peterson. They set the pick. Now Flag. Offline with his 3.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Jokic with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Here's Brown. Murray outside. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Connects from 3-point range. And now an 8-point Denver lead.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot, even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
And that one's good. Flag.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Jokic. 16 points for him. Back to Brown. For 3, Murray. And grabs the miss.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Tries to the look out!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Alton Connect, he's checked in for Flag. Here's Strother. He's got 6. Pass to Gordon. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Loser grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 3. For Dallas, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead early. To the paint. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Now Brown. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Lively. Now the Mavericks putting it up. It's Connect on the wing. 1:49 left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. With the fadeaway. And Brown pulls it down. Denver's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Strother. 6 points for him. Murray scanning the floor. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. Irving against Murray. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
And then a chance here to look at the numbers for Kyrie Irving and rank among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Trent's checked in for the Nuggets. Brown finds Jokic. And here's Gordon from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
Now, here is Irving. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Heat in Miami.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and free throws were a big part of the game.
And you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Peterson, defended by Trent. Shot clock at 6. Lively a screen on Trent. Here's Peterson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic. And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. He doesn't hit that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Nuggets on top, up by 2. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
These are proven games, but you can talk all you want. But can you back it up?
They've said outwardly they feel they deserve more respect. Here's a And now let's discuss that first half. The Mavs in a tight one.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
I love playing.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
On the court for the Mavericks. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Then there's Irving. Then it's Flagg. And it's Peterson in at the 2-guard spot. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nuggets. Here's Peterson. At the elbow, it's Flagg. And Flagg throws it down hard.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Pass to Peterson. it's sent back by Jokic.
Excellent defensive positioning and anticipation from Jokic. Able to lock the rim down there. Good work.
Here's Irving over Murray. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Irving. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Brown sets the pick for Jokic. Pass to Gordon. Brown with it. Here's the three. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 3. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Peterson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Lively. To the middle, and finished off by Lively.
Climbing the ladder, going upstairs. Lively, he doesn't have to go far to flush it.
Denver calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Dallas, solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And checking out Denver, a half game back.
And you know, for the Mavericks, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never wanted to shrink from the challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Brown wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Dallas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Irving against Murray. Peterson the pass to Irving. And stolen by Murray. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Jokic kicks to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game. Here's Peterson. 19 points in the game. Pass to Washington. On the wing, Irving. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And here is Murray, covered by Irving. Murray, good. Now it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Peterson the pass to Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Denver making a switch here. Bates is checked in. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Strawther. Offensive rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Irving. Here's Peterson. Back to Irving. Lock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
8 in blocks, and they've made a living off of for their opponent's mistakes. Top 10 in the league in terms of points off turnovers.
Their assist ranking is worth another mention. They've got some great distributors. It lets them run, Greg, a system where ball movement is key. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Denver's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Bounce pass, Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's Jokic in the corner. Three-pointer. Jokic, big man with the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Irving kicks to Washington. Now flag. 11 points in the game. Pass to Irving for the 3. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Gordon against Washington. Left side, Gordon. Jokic passes to Bates. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. Second, the Mavericks.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Denver making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Denver's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Washington against Gordon.
And let's look now. Aaron Gordon's he's been more than solid over the last month. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Washington sets the pick for Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Connects checked in. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 1. Pass to Lively. Here's Peterson. Puts up a 3. Page grabs the miss. Here's Strother. He's guarded by Kennett. On the wing, Gordon. Sinks the triple. Gordon's got 23.
Oh, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
And here's Irving. He's got 27. Lively the pass to Irving. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. For Denver, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Bates. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That free throw, no good. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Martin comes in for flag.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Here's Bates. 8 points for him. Pass to Strother. Watson the screen. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Irving's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Peterson. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Peterson's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
Here's Bates, covered by Irving. Pass to Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Brown with it. Watson for 3. Peterson grabs the miss. Peterson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Strother. Back to Brown. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Holmes with a screen out of Irving. Bates hits it from three-point range. Bates has got 6 in the quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Gafford sets the pick for Martin. Trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Trent comes in for Christian Brown. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Johnson comes in for Irving. Johnson, the pass to Martin. Defensively by Holmes.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Max Christie, he's checked in for Dallas. That one misses. The Mavericks trailing. 17 seconds left in the third. Banked in off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will return possession. From deep, Trent. The shot misses. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Nikola Jokic. Gary Trent is out there with Daniel. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Holmes in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Trent outside. Pass to Holmes. Now Jokic. Outside Daniel. Oh, good on the triple. The Mavericks leading. Now flag. And stolen by Watson. Now Jokic inside. Gafford with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Flag's got it. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Dallas.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Clock is at 3. And the rejection by Gafford.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Johnson for 3. It's all in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And stolen by Flag. Connect with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Connects. Got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs. And here's Daniels. Now here's Watson. Down low. Here's Trent. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Daniel Gafford.
Well done by Trent Jr. to draw the contact. He's not going to shy away from drawing that foul.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Irving's checked in for Martin. Mavericks leading by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Flag. This one for 3. It's all in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Daniel. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to connect. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Watson.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Jokic. To the inside. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 3 in the bucket from Watson.
And Jokic is one of the best passing big men in the game. He has a great feel for when to dish the rock.
Pass to Gafford. And here's Irving. Back to Gafford. Here's Connect. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Not just a jump shooter. Connect is very capable of capitalizing inside.
Jokic with his screen on Irving. Outside Daniel. Back to Trent. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Jokic, no good. Mavericks leading by 5. It's stolen. Pass to Trent. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. Trent's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the work inside that time by Trent Jr.? Just taking what the defense gives him.
Irving against Trent. It's Connect on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. And that one calls for Irving. A different look for Denver. Authors checked in. And Christian Brown subbed in for Trent. And then for Dallas, Derek Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Peterson subbed in for Johnson. Murray with it. And Irving pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Connect. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
You have to stay attached to Connect. He's a terrific off-ball threat.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Connect. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him for 3. A nice shot by Brown.
Over the seasons, you can tell Brown has put in the work and has turned himself into a really good catch-and-shoot guy.
Pass to Connect. Back to Irving, and stolen by Murray, and pushing it up. Here's Denver. Now, here's Jokic. Lively defending. And here's Jokic. Back to Murray. 5 to shoot. Brown sets the pick from Irving. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Fantastic body control by Murray, refusing to let the physical contact of the defense throw him off.
To Peterson, lets the 3 fly, and the call will be against Derek Lively. That's his first foul.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Washington's checked in, out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Dallas leading by 5. Here's Peterson. Pass to Flag. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And here's the fast break. Here's Peterson. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Murray against Irving. Pass to Lively. Irving against Jokic. Now Flag. Releases from 15. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Now Brown. Back to Murray.
Murray is a guy who gets to the line a lot. He's a little more explosive than he appears, and he knows how to draw contact.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Irving. Pass to Lively. Back to Irving. Here's Flag. Clock at 6. Irving passes to Peterson. Hits the 3-point bomb. Peterson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavericks.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Lively against Jokic. Here is Gordon. Now Murray. From deep. Not that time. It won't go. Mavericks leading by 7. Outside Irving. Here's Flag for 3. And it's off.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Jokic. Washington rips down the rebound.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Lively a screen on Brown. Now Lively. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Timeout called. Nuggets. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Washington's outside. Now Flag. Jokic pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Crawford. Murray. Off target from outside. And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Now Washington. Here's Peterson. Puts one up from 19. He nails the jump shot.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And sometimes Jokic overwhelms you with his size and footwork inside, which in turn forces the foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And Jokic drops them both.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Fires the 3. Cleared away by Bagley. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
Let's now hear. Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg.